Planning for retirement is an ongoing process. In this video, I'm going to share 4 facts that should influence and help shape your retirement plans. That's coming up, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Jarrell Harvey with Fedway Financial, and this is the Money Briefing. On this channel, we cover topics related to personal finance, federal benefits, and retirement planning. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. Retirement is more of a journey than a destination. No matter if you're on the road traveling toward retirement or already navigating through retirement, there are certain factors that can significantly impact your retirement plans. So I want to share 4 facts that can help inform your planning before and during retirement. The first fact that I want to focus on deals with market performance, which is critical to your outlook for retirement. Market performance has its biggest impact on your thrift savings plan and other investment accounts. Prior to 2022, the market experienced an extended period of healthy gains. People that were invested in individual stocks or stock funds experienced a lot of growth in their portfolio. Many times when people talk about the market, they use the S&P 500 as a benchmark to gauge the performance of the market, since it makes up about 80% of the entire stock market value. The S&P 500 is simply an index consisting of 500 of the largest publicly traded companies. And inside your TSP, the C fund is designed to match the performance of this index. During the 10-year period from 2012 through 2021, the S&P 500 had an average annualized return of 14.8%. However, when you consider longer time spans, the returns are typically not that high. For the 30-year period from 1992 to 2021, the average annual return of the S&P 500 was 9.9%. And the 50-year period from 1972 to 2021 had an average return of 9.4%. Therefore, over the next decade or two, returns could pull back to levels that are more in line with long-term historical returns, or they could even significantly be lower than historical returns. It's best to stress test your portfolio under multiple scenarios, because market performance will not only affect the size of your investment portfolio during retirement, but it can also have an impact on the second fact that I want to address, which relates to longevity risk. In terms of retirement, longevity risk refers to the possibility that you will live to such an advanced age that you will deplete your retirement savings and have to rely solely on your pension and Social Security income to cover your living expenses. For most of the past few decades, life expectancy has been on the rise. Over the last year, life expectancy numbers have taken a slight dip due to COVID-19. However, in general, people are living for longer periods of time. Outside of the military and federal government, age 65 has long been considered the typical retirement age in the U.S., mainly because of the original rules around Social Security benefits, as well as being the starting age of Medicare benefits. According to the CDC, in 2020, 65-year-old men lived an average of an additional 17 years, and 65-year-old women lived an additional 19.8 years. Therefore, the average 65-year-old man and woman can expect to live to age 82 and 85 respectively. This means that you have to plan for your investment savings to last for 20 to 30 years, depending on when you retire and when you expect to start taking distributions. Obviously, one of the reasons that people are living longer is because of medical advancements. But those medical advances come with a steep cost. So the third fact that should influence your retirement planning is healthcare costs. Medical care and overall health spending have typically outpaced the growth of the rest of the economy, and most families have seen their healthcare costs increase at a much faster rate than their salaries and wages. The following chart, based on data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, shows that medical care prices, which includes services, insurance, drugs, and equipment, has grown 110% from July 2000 to July 2022, while the increases in prices for all goods and services over that same period have been nearly 40% less at 71%. As we age, we generally incur higher medical costs through insurance premiums, doctor visits, prescriptions, and other out-of-pocket expenses, which is why having quality healthcare through FEHB and or Medicare is vital during retirement. Still, it becomes a challenge if those healthcare costs are outpacing the cost of living adjustments to your pension and Social Security income. The fourth fact that I want to shed light on is the cousin of healthcare, which is long-term care. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, 70% of people over age 65 will need long-term care at some point in their lives. That assistance may come in the form of a long-term care facility, an adult daycare, a nursing home, or in-home care. Earlier, I talked about life expectancy is getting longer for the majority of people. And in many cases, individuals need long-term care because of aging. But the need can happen at any time due to a permanent disability and extended illness such as cancer or a chronic disease such as multiple sclerosis or Alzheimer's. The cost for long-term care can vary based on location, duration, and the level of care. You don't necessarily need an insurance policy to cover the cost, but you do need a plan. Some people may choose to purchase long-term care insurance to protect their savings and assets, but others may choose to self-fund the cost. Even if you plan to receive in-home assistance from an unpaid caregiver, such as a spouse, child, or family friend, you should still consider some of the financial and non-financial costs that will result from that type of care. Women are more likely to be the caregiver, and they are more likely to need long-term care. As you approach retirement and during that stage of life, it's important that you reassess your plan as needed to manage changes in market performance, healthcare costs, and long-term care needs. It's also essential to evaluate how your longevity and life expectancy may impact those three components. If you received any value from this video, please click the like button. Also, I enjoy hearing from you. So if you have any questions or responses, you can add them down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next Money Briefing.